Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking news off the top in East Point, where a man and woman are found dead in their home, and we're learning it was a sister and brother who've been shot to death.
This all happened on Veronica Avenue, not far from Gratiot and 8 Mile. Let's get right to Mara McDonald. She's live on the scene with more. Mara.
Hi, Kimberly. Let me show you. Police on the scene here on Veronica for what police sources are confirming for us is a double murder that is connected to domestic violence. Let me take you through what we know. Police sources telling us the victims are a 63-year-old woman and 57-year-old man. Typically, the daughters of the 63-year-old woman are at this home on Veronica as well. One of the daughters has an ex-boyfriend who came to the home tonight, likely looking for the daughter, but shot and killed her mother and her uncle instead. Neighbors told us they didn't hear gunshots tonight. The only reason they knew something had happened was they heard a woman scream and came out to see police outside the home. Back here live, what I'm getting from East Point Police tonight is they expect to have some sort of a suspect description as well as a description of whatever car or SUV he was driving. I keep looking at my phone because I think it's going to come through at any time. The minute we get that suspect description, Kimberly and Devin, we'll come back to you and we'll put it on clickondetroit.com. We're live in East Point tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Certainly a lot more to come on this story. Mara, we appreciate it.
Mara's got the umbrella going out there. Temperatures in the 30s, some snow in the forecast. Not quite what we had in mind for the first full weekend of spring, right?
No, one question though. Yeah. How's the weather up there?
It's probably just about as cool as it is where you are.
Well, you know, the higher elevations are going to see a little bit more snow tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Thanks for being a good prop and a good straight man for me. All right, let's talk about Storm Tracker 4, where we are right now. He's 6'3", 6'4". I'm 5'8". All right, let's take a look. Here's that band of rain that came through earlier. We still have some scattered showers in the area right now. And back to the west, there are still some more scattered showers. And then we see the transition to snowflakes. And again, it's not just the temperature down here we have to watch. It's the temperatures aloft where the precipitation forms that we have to watch. And as an upper level disturbance crosses the state tonight, that's going to drop those temperatures aloft, which will then transition the raindrops into snowflakes. So here we are right now with this, just the scattered stuff, and there's that upper level disturbance. It's coming right across the southern part of the state. And so again, during the night, we're going to transition and we're going to wake up to snowflakes. I think any particular location will probably get 3 to 4 hours of wet snow coming down in the morning. That's good packing snow, but unfortunately, it's not going to be a lot of it, but still, on the pavement, it's mostly going to be just wet. Now, to the far north, where there will be a little more snow, maybe get a little bit of slush, but basically, for a lot of us, we're talking about less than an inch on elevated surfaces, mailboxes, grass, patio furniture, the deck. And again, to the far north, this could be more like an inch or more of snow. So we're going to break this down in greater detail and talk about the wind chills this weekend, which you need to know about as well, in just a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Paul, thank you. Well, it started with sewer water backing up into the basement. That made life awful for a family in East Point. Turned out they had a broken pipe in the yard, which a contractor started to fix this week. It's now been 3 weeks without water, and as Jason Colthorpe reports, things have only gotten worse.
Not only has this family not had water for 3 weeks, but this week the problem got much deeper, and I mean that literally. Take a look. When they finally got the permits to dig and get the work done, they had to stop because they realized the pipe that needed to be fixed was going into the neighbor's yard. Well, that's where another roadblock has gone into place, and it's left this incredible mess in their backyard.
I cry most of the time, which is why I'm staring at you so that I don't cry.
Patrice Miller-O'Rear has exhausted so many avenues trying to get a broken water pipe fixed that she can't really talk about it without her voice cracking. First, the neighbors and their property owner had concerns about damage and then stopped answering calls and texts.
I could see if we were trying to knock down half of the home or something, but it's water, pure necessity of life. We don't have it.
She tried the city of East Point, the police, legal counsel. No one could help.
What are the emotions after you call all these places and talk to these people and still get nowhere?
Hopeless. I feel hopeless. I feel like I don't know when I'm going to be able to stay in my home because I don't have any help.
Representatives of the company that own the neighboring property answered my call tonight. A man told me as long as Patrice puts it in writing that any damage done is repaired, they will sign off.
Wherever it's at right now, just please put it back to, the same condition. That's all.
Okay.
And as long as you guys can agree to that, like, we don't care. Get your water. You need that.
Hopefully that gets the backhoe rolling again for Patrice. But in addition to getting her water back on, she'd like one other thing.
Just a little empathy from the city of East Point, somewhere, the tenants, the company, somewhere, that someone says, you know what, if it was me living without water, you're a heartless person to not allow access to water.
Now, I did reach out to the head of the East Point Water Department tonight, left a voicemail on a cell phone, didn't get a call back there. I did see the email that Patrice sent to the management company, so she has sent that on, assuring them that they will fix anything that gets damaged. And believe me, we will be staying in touch with her to make sure they honor the agreement that at least we heard over the phone tonight. Kimberly?
Yeah, let's hope so. Well, Jason, I'm curious about the change of heart with a property owner. Any insight there?
Well, he pointed out to me that earlier this week he had gotten into an argument, I guess kind of he called it a threatening argument with her contractor, although Patrice isn't quite sure what to believe there. She hasn't had that experience with her contractor, so that seemed to stall things. But that's what set things back. But hopefully this change of heart, as we say, gets the ball rolling again.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Yeah, and I know you'll stay on top of it. Jason, we appreciate it.
2 people charged, another still on the run in the shooting death of a 7-year-old girl in Pontiac.
19-year-old Justin Rouser, charged with first-degree murder. He's accused of firing the shot that killed Araya Jackson last Friday when she was coming home from school. 21-year-old Dejion Bryant was also charged with lying to police earlier in the investigation. And 17-year-old Jawan McDonald is still on the run. He's believed to be the person driving the SUV from which those shots were fired. All 3 are believed to be members of the 4-block gang in Pontiac. Right now, there's a $10,000 reward being offered for information leading to McDonald's arrest. Detroit police arrest a man they say has been spotted illegally dumping on the city's west side 8 separate times. Surveillance video shows a truck dumping tree and landscaping debris near Lindsay and Santa Maria last month. Mahmoud Saad is now in custody in connection to the dumping. Police say he's a past offender and has already been fined $10,000 for previous dumping crimes.
President Biden preparing for a major address tomorrow in Poland as that country, of course, struggles with the growing refugee crisis. Earlier today, the president visited U.S. troops, thanking them for their service. He also met with Poland's president, and they both spoke with humanitarian workers who've been helping with these Ukrainian refugees. About 2 million people have fled to Poland from Ukraine, mostly women and children.
It's too dangerous, because even if a woman walks out with a white flag and a child, they don't look. They just shoot, kill. They spare no one.
Tomorrow, the president also expected to meet with Ukrainian refugees.
The second man convicted in the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer was back on the witness stand today, I should say. Caleb Franks told jurors he was recruited by the Wolverine Watchmen after meeting the group at a Black Lives Matter rally in Auburn Hills. He says he didn't take the suspected ringleader and his talk of kidnapping Governor Whitmer seriously. After the group was busted, Franks said he lied to the FBI because it felt like a member was leading him to continue with the kidnapping plan.
A Troy man wanted for stealing a woman's purse at Kroger leads police on a chase in Royal Oak. 62-year-old Lloyd Austin was arrested after losing control of his car in the area of 13 Mile and Crooks. Police say he grabbed a woman's purse from a shopping cart last weekend. The purse was later found inside his car along with drugs. No one ended up getting hurt. He's now charged, though, with fleeing and eluding and larceny.